and welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Esther, and this is a channel about cross stitch. Actually, this time I didn't know if I would do this video or postpone it because I have in the last week or more suffered from otitis media, and therefore I still got earache, but I decided that since cross stitch usually cheers me up quite a lot, I would go on with it, and then maybe I can forget my earache while I'm sitting here talking to you. So no more words about not feeling so well. Let's move into what it's all about, cross stitch. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Kim from Cataloging My Stitches for her shout out to me. That was very kind of you. Thank you. And then I would like to give a shout out to the Rainy Day Stitcher Jessica, whom I discovered because I think it was Kim from Cataloging My Stitches who made a shout out. And I must say that it was so nice. It felt almost like coming home. So you know that, Jessica? Watching Jessica, because I have a lot of haul. Jessica has a lot of haul. So I didn't feel alone in her company, not at all. I felt like I was visiting a kind of soul sister. So my shout out goes to Rainy Day Stitcher Jessica. Besides, I also like her sense of humor. This is my Flosstube number 8, and I have always thought that 8 was a nice round number with no sharp edges, so I have decided to make my first giveaway. I will tell you more about that later. Since the last time, I have been trying to make these capuchons, however you pronounce it. It didn't go that well. First of all, because I could not get hold of the right glue, and I got very sticky fingers and needed acetone to get my fingers okay again. And also that glue, I don't know if Gorilla Glue will do that, but that glue actually messed up with the pictures I had printed. So I only made 5. Let me show you these ones first. So as you can see, this is a crocus, but the picture is kind of smeared out, and that's because of the glue. So annoying. And this one, you can't see what it is, but I know what it is, so I will still use it. And then this one, the glue also messed up with the picture, but in this case I didn't think it was that bad, because this is a pattern that I'm going to make eventually, and it's called Lemon Tree, and it's by Antique Stitches, and it looks kind of antique now. So the rest of the pictures that I had printed out and wanted to make capuchons out of, I had to give that up. Instead, I looked if I had some magazines, and I found one magazine and succeeded in finding 2 motifs that I would like to put into one of these. And the first one is this little tulip, and as you can see, this turned out all right. And of course there were some crocuses as well, and of course I had to put them into a little heart, since it is my favorite flower, as you probably know by now. Just a moment. Maybe you have seen my little mug, my new mug, curator of an exquisite private collection of craft supplies. That's me. Okay, so now I think it's time for whips. No, it's time for FFOs. This time I got 2 FFOs. The first one is this little pillow. Bad excuses don't make anyone happy. That is actually something I said in my last Flosstube when I had decided not to make bad excuses for my haul for shopping anymore. And someone, I forgot your name, sorry, I will put it down here, wrote a comment and asked if she could turn it into a pillow, that motto, and that gave me this idea that, hey, why don't I do that myself as well? And so I made this little pillow and put some nice fabric on it. It's on 25 count even weave, and actually I have made this pattern free, if you're interested. I will put a link down. It should work because Christy from Christy's Corner has tried it out for me, so it should work with the link, so you can download a copy of the pattern if you would like to, if you want to. My next FFO is a whip I haven't been working on for, I think August was the last time it was in rotation. It's this one. As you can see, it's on white Ada. That is not a great idea to do when you have a lot of snow in it. I decided to pull it out again because it's on my whip go board, and I had already stitched about 3 or 4 hours on it, and my goal was 10 hours in the year, and I thought maybe if I could give it 2 or 3 hours I would be a little more than half the way. And so I did, and then I wanted to start on it, and then I noticed, just a moment, here it is. And then I noticed that this crocus should have started down here. And I sat looking at it and I thought to myself, do I want to frog all that? No. I think I'm going to UFO it. That means I'm going to cut off this fabric and then I will throw the rest of it out. Instead, I decided to make a restart, and this time I actually tried to see if I could get the pattern into Pattern Keeper, and I could. And I stitched and I stitched and I stitched. It has 4,579 stitches. It took me a week, and then it was done. And there's a lot of glare, but I'm so happy that I restarted it. I have chosen to make it on still 18 count Ada, but rustico instead. And now you can see the snow. There was a lot of back stitching, as you can also see. But anyway, this is called Breath of Spring. It's by Elena Chugovskaya, a Russian designer. And as I said, 18 count Ada rustico, and I love it. And it is on the wall. I have a little cupboard with all my crocus mugs and crocus this and crocus that. I am a collector of almost anything with crocus, not all. The things that I like. There are also a lot of not so beautiful things with crocuses on them. But it hangs on the wall above this little cupboard and it looks absolutely great. That were my FFOs. Because I have been working a lot on this Breath of Spring, I haven't worked on more than 4 other whips. Of course, there's the Temperature Tree by Stitching Mommy. It's almost up to date because yesterday is not there. As you can see, it's not as warm here anymore as it used to be, but now temperature is slowly rising again. So let's hope that we will soon get it a little warmer, because we had for a lot of days 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees Celsius, and that was it. And a very harsh wind as well. So it was absolutely unpleasant being outside. Then there's my star pillow. I have also worked quite a lot on this one, and now I have decided how broad it's going to be, or how wide it's going to be. And the silk is oxide from Mrs. Sedas. I have mentioned that quite many times, but I love that silks. And I think it turns out fantastic. And there you can see the size of it. Then I decided to put back in rotation the two streets by Galliana cross stitch, the Rose Street and Victoria Street. And I have been working a bit on these two. This is Rose Street, and both of them are on 16 count black Ada. And this is made with the DMC 4230 called Crystal Waters. And I have done, let me see, 513 stitches on this one. So now at least you can see it says Joe. So this is not the one I have worked most on. The other one is Victoria Street. Where is my, here? This is Victoria Street. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have seen that I am actually done with the first two shops now. And actually I'm got a little further, not much, but a little. As you can see, I have started on Moe's as well. Well, I can't count, obviously, because it's not just 4 whips I've had in rotation, it's 5. Because the last one is Tutankhamun by Permin. I will put up a picture of it because I forgot to bring the picture. And this is as far as I've gotten. So that were my whips. Then I would like to tell you a bit about how I keep track of my projects. I have a little notebook, and in that notebook I write the day I start, the day I'm done with the project, and the day it's FFO'd, the name of the title of the piece, and the name of the designer, and which fabric, and sometimes also which threads I have used for it. Apart from that, I take photos. I take photos almost every time I start on a project. I take a photo, and then I take photos when I stop at night, usually because I have to go to bed. I will take a photo of how far I got, and sometimes I will also take photos in between while I am working on it. That means that some projects I will have, let's say, maybe 20, 25, 30, sometimes 50 photos when I'm done with a project. I think I can say that my hate will probably consist of more than 100 photos when I'm done with it in a 2-3 years time. And maybe some of you have noticed my mini videos that I have started to upload since to publish since my last Flosstube. And these mini videos are made of these photos. And of course, some of the projects I didn't take that many photos, and some projects I took more photos. And it pleases me that a lot of you have written to me that you really find it a good idea. And some of you have been inspired, and I find that great. Personally, I think it's a very great way and kind of fun way to look back on a project you have made. So I intend to keep on with these mini videos. Right now, I know I've got photos for at least 3 or 4 more mini videos, because that's projects that I have fully finished. And of course, those projects I'm working on at the moment, Victoria Street, for instance, I take photos there every time. So eventually there will also be a little mini video about that. We have come to haul. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have noticed that I have received quite a lot of haul since my last Flosstube. But hey, know what? I'm just doing my curator job. Remember? And Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, she actually suggested that I should get a promotion. And I did. Look, I got my own intro now. So, haul. Or should I say, more correctly, the work of a curator. By the way, this mug was not the only mug that I designed and ordered. I ordered another one too, and it says, and I just had to have this one as well, because it says, "I will not buy any floss until I have used my stash at home," I said. And then I laughed and laughed. I giggled while designing this one. I tell you, I giggled. I giggled a lot. So, what have I been shopping since the last time? Well, quite a lot, but that's not unusual. First of all, I would like to show you my scissors collections. It's not that I bought all the scissors now, but I bought these boxes to put them in. As you can see, they consist of plastic sticks, and you just put the scissors into them and they work perfectly, you see. So I had to buy some like these. Actually, the orange one was my first scissor for embroidery or for cross stitch, and after that I got this black one, and then those two scissors were all right for me for many years. I think this one is 15 years old, and it actually holds the only scissor fob I got. It's one I bought even sometime, I don't remember when. So, my other scissors. Here, I have some scissors. I'm not going to show them to you individually, but I hope you can see them here. This is the one I showed on Instagram yesterday. And this one is a little one with snowmen on it. Oh well, I might show them all anyway. And this is a little owl. And of course, a little cat. And here we have my first stalk scissors. A big one and a smaller one. I got more. In here, I forgot on the first one. This is one of my favorite ones. With this. And right now I forgot the name. It's not Pegasus. I will write it. In here I got a silver stalk, a red stalk, and this is one of the new ones. I got it yesterday. I don't think it had, yeah, maybe heart or something, I don't know. I don't buy them for their names, but for their looks. And another stalk. and here a hen, and a hare, I think a rabbit, and this one rainbow kind of this color, and a blue stalk. And actually I do think I have enough scissors now, so I don't think I will buy more scissors. That is, unless I find a scissor that I cannot live without. You know how it is. Okay, let's move on. I found Gorilla Glue. Actually, I found it here in Denmark. It wasn't cheap. Let me just put it that way. It was not cheap, but I bought 2 of them because then I have for quite some time, I hope. Because I have, so I can make a lot of capuchons. Actually, this box is also a new acquisition, and I bought 3 of them, and one of them is still empty, and the second one I have started to put in stuff. So, but I think they're very nice. I bought it's open. I bought some of these. I haven't got a clue what you call them. Palettes, sequins, I think it says. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I think something about as I told you in my last Flosstube, I'm going to make a lot of Halloween, and this is kind of Halloween color. So I think I can use it for that. I bought 1 needle minder. That's actually the needle minder for Hello Petal, but as you know, I already finished Hello Petal, but this needle minder came yesterday. But it's cute, and I'm glad that I bought it. And I think I will take part of the Hello Sunshine stitch along, and there I will also order the needle minder. And I know the needle minder will probably arrive when I'm done or something like that, but never mind. That's okay. Yeah. I also bought scissors like this, again for making the capuchons, or however you pronounce it. I'm really not sure how to say that correctly. Then I also bought some more fabric color. I ran out of red, so I bought another one, red. And I bought a brown, and this is some Polish, I think, but it's powder, and I'm used to using the powder, so I think it will be all right. And gray, and a darker brown. This is more red brown, so I can dye some more fabric. I also bought some foam board. I had to look for quite a while because I never bought stuff like that before in Denmark, but actually I succeeded in finding it here in Denmark, so that was nice. I also made these stickers to put on my fabric. I will show you in a moment how that looks. And of course it says Danish Stitches Stash. I am a curator, right? So of course I need fancy stuff like this. Yeah. I bought this ruler. Not that I'm quilting, not that much anyway, but because the other ruler I have is a very long one, and sometimes I only need to cut smaller pieces, and then sometimes I can't hold it steady, so I thought maybe it would be nicer with a smaller one like this one. I also bought this, what is it called? Corner and edge shaper. Because I intend to make a lot of these project bags. Like the one I showed last time. And I need this one, I think. Of course, I also bought some more fabric. I don't like the colors of this much, but of course I needed it. It's cross stitch, and I think it actually looks a bit like, oh, it's upside down. It looks a bit like a sampler. So I had to have that. I also needed to have some fabric with Dannebro. Dannebro, that's the Danish flag. And this one I just found cute. And a lot of you are talking about strawberries. And when I saw this fabric, I just thought I need that fabric into my collection. As you know, as you probably know, I like bulbs, spring bulbs a lot. And therefore, I needed these tulips as well. I wished my garden looked like this in springtime, but it doesn't. I also found this one, and it should actually glow in the dark, all the spider web. Because of course I need to make some project bags for some of my Halloween projects. Maybe you remember the fabric I bought with crocuses on. Otherwise I put a picture up here. I have been shopping at Acu something. I forgot the name. I'll write the name down here. And they had more fabric, kind of like it, not with crocuses, but this one, it's so cute. And I think I got, I don't know what you call this, but I think that's a meter here. I don't know what that is in the American measurement. And also this one, a girl and her little cat. And maybe if you notice, it's a tuxedo cat. I got a tuxedo cat, Senior. Maybe you remember her from my last Flosstube where she had made an appearance. The last fabric, that means sewing fabric, because stitching fabric, that's a whole other different story. I bought these two pre-cut in orange and red. I like these vibrant colors, and I think there are quite a lot of project bags in here, because there are 100 pieces in each, I think. You can see there's a little glare here. Okay, I also bought some charms. I'll take it out. This is a little witch's hat. It's so cute. It's for one of the project bags I'm going to make for my Halloween stuff. The next one I will also take out. It's a cute little cat. Please focus. Oh, I don't think it'll get any better than this. I hope you can see it anyway. I don't need more. That's not the correct thing to say. I'm a curator. I always need new stuff. I bought some more trimmings, because you can always need more trimmings. First of all, I bought this lace because I really love this color. It's a nice turquoise color. And then I bought this. It's so cute with strawberries, tomatoes, snails. It's really summer for me, this one. This little, what do you call it, band? And since I'm a gardener, I also needed the one they have made with garden on it. Really cute. Then you could have some happiness bags. That means you don't know what you're actually buying. Let's start with this one. And I haven't opened them yet, so it's all... I haven't seen more than the stuff I could see here. So I will open them and then I will show it to you. Okay. That's this. And in a slightly green color. The other one was silver. And there's one like this. It's not as nice as the other ones. Then there are some of these zigzags, I usually call them. I know they got another name, which I can't remember at the moment. And this one. And then there's this one. I hope you can see it, because they are still in little bags and I haven't taken them out of these bags. This one. This one. This one. And this one. And this one. And I actually like most of them. I don't think I like this one that much. But maybe eventually I will have a project for it. Otherwise, it will be a part of a giveaway, a future giveaway. The other one, I think there are lots of bands in here that I don't like. But let's open it and see. You know, that's what happens when you buy a happiness bag. And it wasn't that expensive, so. This one with a ladybird. I don't know if I like this one. I'm really not sure I like this one. Even though I like ladybirds. This one, however. Wow, that is cute. Look, little sheep. That is cute. That is really cute. And what's this? Lamps. Not sure I like this one either. And there are quite some centimeters here. I guess that's about a meter or something. This one, that's okay. Another one that I don't think I like. A little girl and her pony. That will probably go for a future giveaway as well. And so will this one. I'm not that fond of colors like this. What do you call them? Rosa. Because I do like pink, but vibrant pink. I don't like this soft pink that very much. Yeah. I know I just bought this and it also has soft pink in it. Like here. But together with a lot of other colors, it's okay. But this one, nah. I think it's roses on it. That will probably also go for a future giveaway. I think cherries, maybe. That's kind of nice. And so is this one as well. That's okay too. And the last one, that's very beautiful actually, with birds on it. So what can I conclude? That I can conclude that not a lot of them, but some of these trimming bands will be part of a future giveaway because I don't like them. Fabric. Because you know I don't have any fabric at all, so I always need to buy some. And here you can see these little stickers. This is a plain 16 count Ada. That's for, yeah, I think you already know. Dying. And the rest is even weave, I think. This is a 25 count Lugana Bianco Antico. I think I'm going, and again you can see my little sticker here. I think I'm going to try to dye even weave. If you have any suggestions, is even weave just as easy to, I mean, is it completely cotton, or isn't it? Because I actually don't know if it's just as easy to color as Ada is. And again, Zweigart Lugana 25 in the color of natural. And there is 50 by 140 centimeters here. So I think it's about 2 fat quarters. And then they had this one. And where is my little sticker? Did I forget to put one on? I think I forgot. Yeah, I probably forgot. This is called Christmas Red. And it's also 25 count even weave. And it's a fat quarter. And then again, there was a little present from Casa Cianina. I think they know my name by now. I think, but I'm not sure. I think it's 32 count and I think it's even weave. But the color is natural, but because of the type of it, actually, can you see if it's even weave or linen? I really can't decide. I think it's even weave and not linen, because I compared it with a 32 even weave that I have, and the weaving looked the same. So I think it's even weave. And why? They know that I only order Ada and even weave, so why on earth should they send me some linen? The last thing before the giveaway, patterns, because I don't have any patterns. Not at all. I don't have any patterns. The first one is, I have to be a bit careful here. Actually, it's 9 different hearts. And I have to put them up like this, because the patterns are on the same page. As you can see, they're little hedgehogs, so cute, and it's all about autumn. These ones, and there are, as I said, 9 different ones, and it's from Acufactum. And I also bought some springy ones. Actually, it's Easter. There are also 9 hearts with little motifs, Easter motifs in them. Very cute. And very quick to make. I mean, they are 30 by 30 stitches. And I also bought this one called Garden Site. Time for gardening. I don't think I'm going to make this garden sampler, but the smaller motifs I will probably make little pillows or something like that out of it. This is the last. These are the last ones. So I also visited someone called Stickizz. That's also a German designer. first of all, this little squirrel. It's called Hansi. I found it so cute. But these patterns, they are quite not weird. First of all, the stitch count doesn't say how big it's going to be, so you have to count. But that's not a big problem. And there's a lot of back stitching, or otherwise it just says here that this one you have to fill out with this color. So in the pattern it's blank, and then you have to read in the instruction which color you put in. But I might not necessarily use the call for colors, and I think there are color charts for 2 or 3 different kind of threads. Yeah, I can't find it right now, but this one I found it very cute. And then, because we just had Easter, this one, Frohe Ostern, that's Happy Easter in German, and I really fancy this one. I really like it. I find it very, very cute. So I'm definitely going to make this, hopefully before next spring. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to make it into one big pillow, or I'm going to make 2 rectangular pillows and put them next to each other. I don't know. And she also made one about Advent. And one of my favorite German cities is Berlin. I love Berlin. And when I saw this one, I had to do it. There is so much backstitching in this one, but I just did so much backstitching on the Breath of Spring that I will survive this one. That was my haul. Don't you think I did a good job as a curator? I really made sure that I got a lot of new stuff into my collection. Yay! Okay, the giveaway. So I've been thinking a lot what I should give for this giveaway, and since I've been talking a lot about the silks from Mrs. Sedas, I have decided to give these 2. That means one giveaway and the second one here. This is the Mojito silks from Mrs. Sedas. Nice springy green color. And the other one is Sienna. Also very pretty. And it's so soft, but silks is soft. So, how can you participate? First of all, I would like to say there are about 10 meters in this one and 10 meters in this one. That means it equals about 2 skeins. Because I bought this as a big hank and I did this floss drops of my own. That means there are about 10 yards in each of these. So, you can't win both of them. First of all, please be a subscriber. If you would like Sienna, you will write a comment wherein you use the word golden. Golden. If you would like Mojito, you will write a comment and use the word drink. And of course, if you would like to win both of them, you can't win both of them, but if you want to win one of them, you just write comments with where you use both words. So it was golden and drink. You have to be 18 or above, so I can ask for your private address. And everyone can participate. I will ship everywhere. And I will draw the winners on Wednesday, the 27th of April at 7 p.m., around 7 p.m. And I'll put the time down here because that's something with where you live, stuff like that. I think we are called +1 GMT +1 or something like that. So I hope you would like to win one of these games. And this was my Flosstube for this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.